Hey, what's going on YouTube channel? It starts down again from the Go Hard or Go Home channel. Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between when a guy's dating life starts and a woman's dating life starts and how both of those kind of end right around the same time. Okay, before we get into it, y'all hit like, subscribe, share, help me out with the channel. I don't do the cash apps and all that stuff. I don't want nobody's money, just subscribers. That's it. I thank you for everybody that's been doing it so far. Hit the like buttons and stuff. That's it. That's how you donate to the channel. So let's start talking about this thing right here. Okay. Now, um, I've been looking at like this subject for a while, like through the manosphere and stuff like that, and like just in general stuff in life. But a lot of people seem to think that guys and women on the same on the playing field are kind of like at the same time, the same stage in life. So, say for example, like a 19-year-old guy and a 19-year-old girl on the same playing field, and they're not. Okay, a 21-year-old guy and 20-year-old female are not on the same playing field, especially depending on where you at. Now, if you're in the country and stuff like that, maybe so, but that it could even change there. So, um, women start out a lot earlier than guys when it comes down to dating, and they have a lot more advantages in the beginning. Now, I won't say they have a minimum of work to do because they do got to maintain their body and stuff like that, and they got to be able to, they got to be good conversationalist type people and have a lot of social skills, which some of that shit is work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I with what I'm saying, there's been some women I did the running game thing on when I was younger and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but that shit was work. I had good social skills, but that shit was still work because like I didn't really want to talk to these people or like what I'm saying. I want and I really just really fast forward through with all this little BS because I got to talk to you and all this other stuff to get through this. But what I'm saying, run a game that's like that. But in this situation, what I'm saying, with the way that it is, women start out at a little bit higher level than guys, even though people don't like to say that. Okay. She can go a lot further with her looks and he can't right there at any point because his finances and sources of money and stuff ain't straight yet. Okay. So a guy don't really even out the playing field until around 30. The playing field is gonna stay uneven for a guy from about 19 to 30. Because between there, you got to be building yourself. You got to get you some status and stuff. You got to get you some kind of like when I was like I said when I was in the army. I seen the girls and they was like some guys they was still running game and all the good jump, but then I was like, wait a minute, we got to run game, do all this extra talking and stuff. But they just they just get down with the sergeants. I just be one of them. I'll increase my paycheck at the same time. Looking out for me, and that jump works like that. See what I'm saying? They start off a little bit different, you know what I'm saying, when they're younger, but our junk is based more on status. So yours don't really start till you like turn 28, 30. Unless your parents had a bunch of money and they gave you a whole bunch of money in the beginning, and that kind of evens it out. Because women are looking for resources and guys want looks and stuff, it makes the trade real uneven. It makes it real uneven. That's why, like, I really hark on a lot of guys to just go ahead and get themselves together and get their own junk and get themselves together. You know what I'm saying? Have themselves together so they straight. Then, if somebody want to come, she can come with you. But otherwise, man, you're gonna stay stressed out trying to make that happen. In most cases, if you're trying to do it, you know what I'm saying. But at 21, a 20-year-old male and a 21 female, they ain't starting out on the same level. Okay. In order to combat that as guys, you have to start getting yourself together and make sure that you getting yourself straight. Because see, at 30, like I said, at 30, that's a choke point. 30 is a big choke point. All right. The woman really, they say women hit the wall at 40, but that's not really what it is. At 40, you see the results of what happened at 30. She didn't get married when she was 20 something. See, most guys hold as a bias against women. If they didn't get married in their 20s, most guys are going to think there's something wrong with their ass. Even Kevin Samuels told them like 30 to 35, that's to guys, that's old for a woman. Guys don't really disclose that. They treat it that way, but they don't disclose it that way. They don't tell the women that it's that way. Kevin Samuels did that. Some other guys have done it and said it. But the thing of it is also too that like I don't know if saying it is really gonna matter because like they don't really want to hear it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell them, but it is what it is. But it's the truth. That's why they dating when their life starts so much way before guys. You see what I'm saying? And by the time a guy is 30 something or whatever, and a woman's coming at 30 something, so much, it's going to hit his mind already. Like, okay, somehow you didn't get married when you was 20. It just, it hits guys. I mean, like, I talk to a lot of guys, and a lot of guys don't say this junk, but you know what I'm saying? You talk to them long enough, you keep listening long enough to other guys talking, you'll start to hear it coming out. At 20, 21 years old, that man gonna have to like start working hard and start trying to build himself up. So that by the time we see when the guy hits 30, things can start out good right there, or they can come to a grinding damn halt. Okay? Because if you ain't built yourself up to a certain level, you're gonna run into this problem that most of these guys are running into now. Where they're on the same level as some of the females and stuff. And see, women they don't like doing that. They want you to be at a higher level than them. The other guys are saying that junk too. So I mean, like, it's got to be the real. It's got to be the real. I advise all the younger guys around 20. So guess what I did? When I bought the car I bought at 19. I was still driving that Joker when I was 33. I ain't had no car payment for about 10 years. I paid it off in like 3. I had it for about 13 years. I lowered down the liability insurance. Wasn't paying that much insurance. Kept the car up, and I was keeping that money, keeping that money, keeping that money, keeping that money. And I learned to invest and do stuff like that. I make a little bit extra money. When at 30, I had 3 girlfriends on that same street. But they down with that shit. If you could just get yourself to the point as a guy that you look above the rest of at least the guys around you, the women will share it. They don't really, you know what I'm saying? It's a different thing. But that's something I get into another video. I don't want to get off the subject here. When y'all starting out, it's not going to be in the same levels. Guys are going to have to try to get themselves to certain levels in order to, you know what I'm saying, even out the playing field. Okay? And also, if their parents have money to give them, it'll skip them ahead. But in most cases, if you're talking to the average guy, yeah, around 30 is when things are gonna start to being able to where you can manipulate things. You can be the one doing the picking and kind of being choosy and stuff like that. But you know, in the 20s now, because y'all ain't start on the same level. And she can be choosy all she wants to in the 20s. It's when they start getting to 30 and 40, but then that's where you get the guys complaining. They're like, damn, y'all still being choosy. And like, yeah, there is gonna be. So that's why I be suggesting to guys that you know y'all ain't gonna start on the same level, but I'd go ahead and get my junk together, and then at 30 I'd go back and go get me one of them. Mm-hmm. But that's my perspective on that, guys. The woman's life starts about 21. And the guy, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be he gonna even out the playing field probably around 30. Probably around 30. That's if he works on himself. Now, if he don't work on himself at 30, shit gonna come to a grinding halt. It comes to a grinding halt for both of them. The women kept getting mad at Kevin Samuels for telling them about that 28 and 30-year-old age right there in that danger zone joint. You talking about that was the truth. That's what I'm saying. That 30 is really the wall because guys are gonna start viewing you as old. So that's it on that one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't start off at the same level, but I do think the guys can work themselves up by 30 and even out the playing field. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This has been Tarzan and y'all go hard to go home channel. Y'all hit like, subscribe, share, and if y'all want to join the doggone journey, y'all get on in here with me. I don't do that cash app and all that stuff. Keep your money, make yourself better. Especially if you around that, trying to get to that 30 years old, guys. Start investing in stuff. I'm out of here on this one. Y'all take it easy tonight. Peace.